All right, we live. I'm about to try to do something because I'm kind of in a rush today, kind of pressed for time. So we're going to do it a little different today. What's up, Marvel fans? 30 seconds in. All right. And it's not really a slow news day, but I think the Sadie Sink thing is really starting to take off. It's getting confirmed by more and more people that she will be playing Jean Grey. So let me show my X-Men today, big baby, because we got this X-Men news today. So if anyone doesn't know, and I don't know how many times I've stated it on the channel, but what got me into comics and comic book movies are the X-Men. Back in the 90s, I started watching the 90s TV show, the cartoon. I was like in junior high when I first started watching it. And I was hooked. I got on it. I had a cousin that lived across the street that was really into comic books. I had an uncle that was really into comic books. And at that point, I kind of went to them about this comic book stuff. And they kind of schooled me on like pretty much everything. At the time, I did collect some comics. I collected a couple X-Men comics. I believe I still got to this day. I know I got the one with the Magneto cover. I think, man, this is like what, 90? This is 90s, like early 90s. So, anyways, so I have been waiting to get the proper X-Men for a long time. And not that I didn't like the Fox X-Men movies, they were okay, but I really liked the idea that Marvel would get them and do them justice and do them right. So I am counting down to this new X-Men reboot. Now, with that said, there have been reports, all right, first of which came out earlier this week saying that the X-Men reboot is going to start filming this year in 2026. 2026, people, they're going to start filming. Probably later in the year, they're going to start filming in London, per the report. It seems like, or it sounds like, they have okay, I'll say this. It was reported that there are going to be 11 X-Men characters that they start this reboot off with. And I'm going off the top of the dome, but I'm going to try to remember each one of them. So let's go through them real quick. We got Cyclops, of course. We got Jean Grey, of course. We have Professor X, Charles Xavier, of course. The fourth one was Kitty Pryde. Okay, I said Shadowcat. Okay, I can get with that. The fifth one is Beast, of course, and then you got Storm. Okay, and then they went into Jubilee. I'll come back to that. Now, so you got Shadowcat, you got Jubilee, you got Gambit, and they did not specify, it did not say that it would be Channing Tatum's Gambit. And you got Rogue. Okay? So you got Channing Tatum's Gambit, or it's not Channing Tatum's Gambit, but you're going to have Gambit, you're going to have Rogue, and Nightcrawler. And I lost my count on where I was at. But there were, basically, and Wolverine was not a part of this. So, man, it was another one. Who was the other? It was Jubilee. Man, this is why I gotta do some office. Anyways, so out of the 11, it was Warren Worthington's Angel. Okay, so I'm with that. Now, the reason why I am looking forward to the X-Men is because I want to get the original 5. Even if you don't do a movie with the original 5, I want to get the 5. So my first problem with this 11 is there's no Iceman, and in my opinion, it make way more sense to have had introduced the 5 original X-Men, or even just had Iceman being this new Spider-Man, Brand New Day, instead of Sadie Sink's Jean Grey. That would have made way more sense to me. Him and Firestar, I think that would have done more for at least for the hardcores. So that's number one. I'm upset that they did not mention Iceman in this. Number two, I'm not upset about this one, but the fact that there's no Wolverine is not a surprise. We don't know if we're keeping Hugh Jackman or getting a new one or both. So They're gonna do solo Wolverine stuff, and then he'll probably pop in at a later point. Cool, I'm all right with that. But the other thing was, how are you gonna list Kitty Pryde and not list Colossus? So to me, like, you're missing key elements here, and I would almost argue to do with the first movie, maybe that's too many characters anyway. Like the whole Kitty Pryde and Jubilee together, like they have two separate story arcs. It's just like, which one do you want to see more? Because I tell you right now, if they do Jubilee, I want a Night of the Sentinels remake from the animated cartoon. I would love to see that adapted live, especially with where they're going with the DC and everything, involved in that. I would love, 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 love to get a Night of the Sentinels. So let me know down in the comment section, how do you feel about that being the potential lineup? Is that problematic for you as it is for me? Because as an X-Men fan, I'm waiting for this, and they bet not mess this up. That's where I'm at with it. They bet not mess this up. So that was all the news I had for today, guys. That's all. Hey, it's X-Men Friday. I'm hyped about it, but they bet not mess this up. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree with the team, and are you excited the fact that they're going to start shooting this year, which means they probably will get that early 2028 release date. So until next week, it's your boy Armand, E equals MCU. I'm out.